Hello ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. This is Mirza Sadman Samit welcoming you to Gurukul Live, and tonight we're here to preview the grand finale of the Asia Cup between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Let's be honest guys, did we really expect this to be the final game? Most of us will definitely say no, but Sri Lanka have made it to the final and they have definitely earned it. They have been the most entertaining side of this tournament and they have shocked us all, and they're now heading into the game tonight as the clear-cut favorites. Let's do a little backhistory research of this tournament. Pakistan really do love the Asia Cup, but the tournament has not really loved them back because they have only won the title 2 times. It took them 6 years to reach the first final of the Asia Cup, and it was not until 2000 when a Moin Khan-led side led Pakistan to the first ever Asia Cup silverware. After that, they had to wait for another 12 years, and on that night, on that fateful night, they broke our hearts to win the tournament for the second time. So, only 2 Pakistani captains have ever won the Asia Cup. Moin Khan in 2000 and Misbah-ul-Haq in 2012. Now, 10 years later, Babar Azam has the chance to join that elite company. Now, coming to Sri Lanka, they have the chance to win the title for the 6th time. Yes, they are former 5-time winners, and they're heading into tonight's game and hoping to capture the silverware for the 6th time. 6th time, yes. Now let's have a look at Sri Lanka's journey. And they got thumped, right? They got absolutely thumped by Afghanistan in the first game. They lost by 8 wickets, and Afghanistan tracked down the total with 10 overs to spare. Now, did we really expect Sri Lanka to come back like this? And then we had that game against Bangladesh where they needed to chased down 184 runs and they were tottering, right? And then we let them off the hook. How many times did we miss out on picking up the prize scalp of Kushal Mendes? And then Dasun Shanaka comes in, forms a fantastic partnership with Kushal Mendes and takes them on the brink, but yet they lose wickets. And then Fernando comes out, the bowler, the number 10 comes out, smashes 10 off 3 and wins it for Sri Lanka, and they sneak into the Super 4s. But then again, yes, they snuck into the Super 4s, but did we really think that they will be able to make a mark? They would be anything more than the whipping boys of the Super 4s? Well, they have not been the whipping boys by a long, long way. Rather, they have made the other boys whip. They head into the final tonight undefeated. They have won 4 matches on the bounce. They are absolutely on fire, and they're heading into this match, I repeat, as the favorites. I don't think anyone expected this to be the case. Now let's talk about Pakistan. Pakistan haven't really been firing in all cylinders, have they, in this tournament? In the first game, they somehow managed to get up to 147 against India. They needed contributions from Haris Rauf and Shahnaaz Dahani, 10 and 11, to get them up to that total. After that, they bowled quite well. They gave themselves a sniff, but Hardik Pandya took the game away from them. After that, they of course thrashed Hong Kong and got into the Super 4s. First game, once again, versus India, chasing 180 plus to win. They did it. Mohammad Rizwan played the anchor's role finally, and of course Mohammad Nawaz, who was man of the match in that game, smacked it all around the park, scored a vital 20-ball 42 and took Pakistan over the line. Then came their match against Afghanistan. They just needed 130 runs to win. It should be a stroll in the park, right? In the end, it came down to Naseem Shah. Yes, Naseem Shah cracking those 2 unbelievable sixers of Fazl Haq Farooqi, which ensured that Pakistan were through to the final. And if you look at the other games, Afghanistan were absolutely thumped by India. And then Pakistan were beaten soundly by Sri Lanka. So we have to admit that those 2 Naseem Shah sixers decided the fate of the final tonight. Now, let's talk about the final. It's coming up, it's soon enough, and we're all excited, aren't we? Sri Lanka, Pakistan. This is not a volatile fixture like an India-Pakistan game or a Bangladesh-Sri Lanka game, for that matter, nowadays. It's quite the rivalry nowadays, isn't it? Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka. Oh boy, that match was pumped, and Sri Lanka came through. Now, normally, we see Pakistan and Sri Lanka have very cordial relations with each other, and I'm sure that the relationship status will be reflected in the game on the field tonight as well. I do not see any violence tonight. We, of course, saw violence between Asif Ali and Farid during that Afghanistan-Pakistan match, and after that we saw that the crowds got into the action as well. Don't expect any such shenanigans tonight. Expect high-quality cricket. Now, we did see Sri Lanka thumping Pakistan in the dress rehearsal. previously, but will that really have an impact? Because a final is a final, right? And on paper, you would probably favor Pakistan, right? But of course, on form, you would have to go with Sri Lanka. So that's why I'm not really buying into that game too much. But of course, Sri Lanka will be quietly confident 4 games in a row. Pakistan will also be confident because Babar Azam is actually yet to fire in the tournament. He's due, right? So you would be hoping that the big match player would show up tonight. And this is the perfect occasion, right, for the captain to get up, fire up, perform, and lead his country to the 3rd title win. Now, the question is, who is going to lift that beautiful looking silverware tonight? Well, it comes down to a few things. Firstly, for Pakistan, the Babar Azam Mohammad Rizwan partnership, it has not clicked this far in the tournament. We have seen previously how fantastic these two have been for Pakistan. These two have been the front runners for Pakistan whenever they have done well in T20s. So they need to fire. Normally we see that these two take up a lot of time at the top, but after that they make up brilliantly. So this is the thing about such players, who eat up deliveries at the start. They need time to get in, but if they get in, they can make up. But if they don't, they create massive, massive pressure on the upcoming batters. Pakistan will be hoping that does not happen. If the Rizwan Azam partnership fires tonight, you can expect Pakistan to lift the trophy. Now coming to Sri Lanka, Wanindu Hasaranga has been brilliant against Pakistan. 11 wickets in just 4 games. 3 for 21 in the previous game. He had the exact same figure against them in a T20 stationed at Lahore, 3 for 21 as well. He absolutely loves Pakistan and he's very handy with the bat in hand as well. So they really need to do well against him. Otherwise, he can take the final away from them. So basically, what I'm predicting is it will be the Azam Rizwan show against the Wanindu Hasaranga show. Whichever comes out on top, we will see either Pakistan, thanks to the Azam Rizwan show, lifting the trophy, or we will see Sri Lanka, thanks to the Hasaranga magic, lifting the trophy. Now the question is, who's going to lift it? We'll get that answer very soon. And I'm sure we'll all enjoy the game. The game's coming up soon. And I hope that we have a cracker of a game, a humdinger of a game. We have a thriller, a nail-biting thriller, hopefully, to decide the Asia Cup. Thank you very much. Yeah? Folks, take care. It's time for me to say goodbye. Take care. Bye-bye.